Hello YouTube, it is 7-Eleven. I should have did a Beyonce number on that one, but it's a 7-Eleven 2016, and I'm here with a new video, 2:25 p.m. Just got finished doing another one on the legendary Shaka Khan, and prayers up for her. Now that we done got the tragedy situations out the way, let me try to get back in routine and start doing some more. Well, it's still going to be, rather sad, but it's not going to be, realistic tragedy. It's more so tragedy going on with TV regarding colorism. So we've been so distracted with all that's going on with TV, and y'all, we ain't gonna go into that. I done did darn on 7, 8 videos on what's going on. Let's get into some cartoon topics. Marvel has came out with a new character by the name of, I didn't get her name down here, but RiRi Williams. And the backstory of RiRi Williams, let me pull it up right here. Let me see. Let me see. Tony Stark is passing the Iron Man baton to a new young hero, and she's taking the iconic Marvel staple in a whole new direction. RiRi Williams is a Marvel character who admitted to MIT at 15 and built her own iron suit in her dorm room without any help from Mr. Stark. There's been speculation she'd be replacing James Rhodes as War Machine after he recently died in the recent Marvel continuity, but it appears she's going to be our primary Iron Hero in the comics. And I am reading this from mzibio.com. I will leave that in the description box below. It goes on to give the backstory of RiRi Williams and her character. Now, the problem once again is I don't know why in 2016 we are just making these characters ridiculously dark and then making the characters to portray these superheroes lighter than me. So I don't know if y'all can see this. Y'all see that right there? Let me do a. Oh, my phone acting crazy today. Okay, it don't want to zoom up. Y'all see that? Y'all see the left character, and then y'all see the right character. And I will have pictures right here. So as y'all can tell, I'm highly pissed once again. Now I can understand in the 1970s when you had Storm, there was a lack of cinematography. There was a lack of graphics, so you couldn't make different shades of brown skin as easy as you would in a more realistic fashion. But nowadays, in the year of 2016, when you can make a light-skinned woman look somewhat like Nina Simone, which was a highly disgrace in itself, we are still casting people lighter than these characters, which highly pisses me off, and replacing characters. You just appeasing us. Because as y'all can tell, the side-by-side photo, I know y'all couldn't see it clearly. That's why I show you the pictures of the people that they are, searching to play this character of RiRi Williams. And one of the top picks is Amanda Stenberg. Amanda Stenberg, y'all know I'm from the South of North Carolina, so I'll fuck up the name. I will leave the description in the description box below. Next is Anaja Naomi King. She looks a little bit more accurate. She looks like she's roughly within my complexion. Then you got Kirstie Clemens, who looks like she's Boo Boo Kitty's complexion from Empire. Ruth Negga, she's currently one of the leads on AMC's Preacher, and she's already has had a Marvel connection through Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So Ruth Negga looks like she's Taryn Guy's complexion. So you can see why we would be pissed off. Why would you have a character? Look at my skin color, y'all. I am brown skin. And looking at this character, I am too light skinned to play this character. And I'm not light skinned by no means. I am not light skinned and I am too light to play this character. So what makes you think in hell that it would be okay for a Ruth Negga, a Kersey Clemens, and Amanda Stenberg to play this character of a black darn gone hero? They are damn near white. And this is what pisses people off because we keep allowing this shit to happen where we have the characters dark skin and then we make them white. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the only two people that can become close. Oh, also, Lupita Nyong'o was casted in, and I'm sick of Lupita Nyong'o because Lupita Nyong'o is very beautiful. She's very talented, but once again, it's like, okay, we're going to give the token black person the darn on role. We ain't going to give more black people opportunities. We're just going to allow Lupita Nyong'o to be the sole chick that's just going to be the broad representation of everything. And Lupita Nyong'o cannot represent all black skin. Black skin comes in different shades, different tones, different undertones, different features. Lupita Nyong'o is from Kenya. At best, she can play Storm. I mean, she has the dialect of Storm, and she can bring the culture background of Storm to a T, even though she doesn't meet the physical height requirement of Storm being 5'10" and everything else. See, I'm a Capricorn. I'm very anal when it comes to casting of a character, and I am a huge comic books fan. I grew up on comic books, so I know the backgrounds of Storm being 5'10", having more of a physical feature like myself, cheekbones, nose structure, golden undertone, deep brown skin. So you have to hire somebody who looks damn near like me that would be the best representation of Storm. Not somebody who's 5'4" like Holly Berry. Not somebody who's like 5'5", 5'6" like Alexandra Shipp, who looks more like a racially ambiguous version of Storm. And the same thing comes with this character of RiRi Williams. When I look at RiRi Williams, my best pick for this would be none other than Yaya DaCosta, who was the model on America's Next Top Model, and she also played the legendary Whitney Houston, and she actually did Whitney Houston justice. So as you can tell from that picture right there below, and those side-by-side comparisons, Hollywood definitely needs to give me a call because obviously they are highly colorblind, or they're just ignorant, or they're just trying to feed into this colorism that is going on. Because you look at Yaya DaCosta, her physique, her hair is damn near identical to this character. Now, Yaya DaCosta is about the same shade as me, so, getting over the color difference, she is the best for the role. Yaya DaCosta is still dark skinned. Yaya DaCosta has big old type 3C4A-ish hair, which is the same as what this character's hair look like. It looks like a big type 3C afro, so Yaya DaCosta 3C4A is an identical match. Amanda Stenberg's hair looks a little bit more on the kinkier. It's 3C, but it's more so on the kinkier, coarser texture. Whereas this character's hair looks more so on the silkier texture. Anaja Naomi King, she got the skin color right. I guess if you put an afro wig on her or whatever. And the other the other three, Lupita Nyong'o, you're out the question. Ruth Negga and Kersey Clemens, out the question. We need to stop feeding into this. We really need it. We really need to. And my thing is this: I am sick of we getting replacement roles. Like, I'm so sick of tired. I'm sick and tired of seeing a black. We want to have a black Superman. We want to have a black Wonder Woman. And now we're replacing Iron Man, who has been played by decades by a white male. We want to replace these roles with black people to add more diversity. And it says that it wants to add more diversity to the set. They even had a female Thor. Now, I did not see the female Thor, but it's like, really? Really? That doesn't really... I don't want appeasement. I want equality. And, I can get thumbs down for this. I don't care. Y'all can say I'm a coon, whatever. But as a Marvel fan, I'm highly assaulted that they will replace the regular Iron Man with a black woman with curly hair. Not because I don't want to see nobody like me. It's because there's plenty of other people like me who has their original stories and their original dialogues that are not being displayed. For example, just to name a few: Black Panther, Dr. Voodoo, Spectrum, Misty Knight, who bears a striking resemblance to this character of, matter of fact, comparison time again. So once again, Misty Knight, backstory on her: ringmaster of Heroes for Hire, oversees actions of the herd like Power Man, Iron Fist, Ghost Rider, and Falcon. Strong military mindset and knows knowledge of all kinds of guns and other weaponry, and knows how to kick ass to the degree of military combat. So you got a character like Misty Knight who has all these backgrounds. She has military training. I guess you would put her on the level of a third-degree black belt. She's dark. She's a dark-skinned sister, more so golden complexion like myself. So more brown-skinned girls can fit the role. You have more opportunities for brown-skinned people to apply for the role without it being a colorism thing. Because when you cast somebody this dark, it's almost an unrealistic expectation. But still, with making a character that dark, you shouldn't go the polar opposite. And I'm noticing that too much in Hollywood, and it's not being spoken upon. Why do we keep allowing light skinned black people to get these roles? Why not make a light skinned role for these people? And actually, I've got a whole nother video displaying superheroes and supervillains from Marvel Comics and from DC Comics that actually are light-skinned black people. So feel free to stay tuned for my second video. Definitely feel free to subscribe, and I'm going to go into great details of all the heroes that they keep under the rug away from us. Because what is happening is they don't want us to be recognized. They rather replace a character that is not doing as popular. They rather replace an Iron Man. And, Superman is getting old, so they'll probably make Superman black next. But when a child goes to look upon the past and look at the origin of Superman, they're going to see a white-skinned person from Krypton by the name of Kal-El. When they go to look at Iron Man, the original character is going to stem back to a white man. When they look at Wonder Woman, the original character is going to stem back to a Greek woman. But when it comes to Wonder Woman, there's actually somebody who was so good as a black superhero that they was thinking of replacing Wonder Woman, who's an authentic character who has her own identity. And her name is, let me see, Miss Rocket. And her name, she would be somewhere around here. So as you can tell, we already have our characters. In the blue background on Rocket, she possesses a inertial belt. She's a living kinetic time bomb. Was even being considered to be the replacement of Wonder Woman. So with that being said, instead of trying to get a black Wonder Woman, a black Superman, why not get, a Rocket or a Static Shock or a Black Lightning on TV of multiple colors? That way you can cast multiple shades and backgrounds of black people. Because with Static Shock, you can cast somebody like Jaden Smith. And then you have people like Queen Bee. And Queen Bee, I ain't talking about Queen Bee, honey. I ain't talking about Beyonce. I ain't talking about Little Kim Ina. Little Kim, don't stress them. But there are actual characters called Queen Bee. There are about 6 of them in all that ranges in different shades. You got the Queen of Babylon, which is more of a deep, almost an Indian-like brown color. So that leaves room for you to cast anybody that's dark skinned, that has racially ambiguous features or whatever. And then you have the lighter skinned queen bee, where you can hire people like Latoya Luckett and everything else. But we'll go into that when I do the breakdowns and side by side comparisons in another video. I've took my whole weekend and I gotten pictures of multiple celebrities all over, because what I want to do is, since Hollywood seems like they do not know how to cast people, I'm going to do a video and do it for them, and hopefully we can share this video over and over and over again and get it to the attention of Hollywood, so when it comes to, you know, them making future videos, they'll get more better inspiration on casting people, because it's more than, you know, light-skinned people such as Kersey Clemens and Ruth Negga. You need to stop casting light-skinned people and give them roles. I'm not saying light-skinned people cannot play black roles, because what is happening is we black people want darn on a black Superman, but then white Hollywood can turn around and say, well, hell, well, we gave you darn on these many black characters. They just light skinned. The character is just lighter skinned, but it's still a black person. Y'all want to change up the whole role. So how is it fair for y'all to want to take our character and change the identity up completely? We tossed you one or two, and you still want more. You want a black Superman and a black Wonder Woman, but we gave you this, we gave you that, we gave you pretty much the leftovers. We gave, and well, hell, we gave you Storm. Storm is just lighter skin, but y'all want to make darn on Superman completely black. Y'all want Idris Elba for Superman. No, me, I'm not with that. Me, I'd rather have Idris Elba as Green Lantern, who was played by a black person for a period of time, or have him played by, let me see what else. Pretty much, I'm going to go ahead and break this down in another video, because I can tell this is going to be a half-hour video on this next one. So that is it, y'all. That's my thoughts on the new character RiRi Williams and my disdain for this. I mean, number one, she looks like a knockoff of Misty Knight that's already a Marvel character. Number two, they're considering they're going 3 girls that are light-skinned, and 1 dark-skinned girl is the token black girl that's been playing in everything from 12 Years of Slavery, 12 Years a Slave, Star Trek, and everything else. Like, Lupita Nyong'o is the only dark-skinned actress in the business. You didn't even think of darn on Tika Sumpter, who's on Have and Have Nots. Didn't even think of darn on Yaya DaCosta, who is from America's Next Top Model and played the hell out of Whitney Houston, whose natural hair looks just like the darn on character. And the list goes on and on. And if you're going to make this character actually a 14-year-old girl, the only reason why I'm naming these older people is because Lupita Nyong'o is being tossed in the mix to play this character. And Lupita Nyong'o is not young. Lupita Nyong'o is like 30, 31 years old. And they're going to age her down to fit the character, along with several of these other people are in their 20s as well. So that's why I said Yaya DaCosta, who is also 31 years old. And, you know, Tika Sumpter, who's like 27, 28. But if you're going to cast an actual person that's 14 to play the young version of this RiRi Williams, my thoughts would be none other than Star Jackson, who's the character off of the Disney Channel. Her skin tone is more of a deep brown skin. Her natural hair actually fits the exact texture of this. It's more so like a 3B, 3C texture. She can play the young version of this RiRi Williams character, and then as you grow older, you can give the older role to none other than Yaya DaCosta. And then you put Yaya DaCosta up against Star Jackson, and you can see sort of similarities. So that will work right there. So that is it, y'all. Those are my preliminary thoughts on RiRi Williams. I will keep y'all updated on this as it progresses in the future with production and everything else. Once again, feel free to like, share this video, and subscribe for part 2, where I go into my half-hour breakdown of all the black characters in Marvel and DC Comics, along with, you know, sharing it to everybody to get attention on all the black superheroes that you don't know, because it seems like everybody only knows Luke Cage and Storm, but there's over 24 other superheroes and villains that you don't know. So that is it, y'all. Feel free to subscribe for part 2, and I'll see y'all soon. Mwah.